Distributing audio to your remote locations can be much easier. Originating in your online radio station, your live stream or your file server. In this video I will explain you in detail how you can do this with Claudio, the business audio platform of choice. In this picture I have drawn the main components of the Claudio solution. When you look at the top of the image you see the music. This is where it usually starts with. The Claudio platform is used to distribute your music to your Lisa audio players. But not only music, also ads and announcements and playlists. If you run your own online radio station or radio stations, you also can connect these to your Lisa players using Claudio. Using Claudio gives you many benefits. One of the main benefits is that you are able to manage many Lisa devices for your customers. Each Lisa player has a unique ID, which is used for identification on the platform. The Lisa has been designed with the following major goal in mind: easy deployment. Because of this, most of the configuration of the Lisa player is done on the platform. There, however, are some aspects which are not logical to configure from the platform. An example of this is the pre-filling of the SD card, as loading of the SD cards costs a lot of time and also bandwidth. When you do it through the internet, we always suggest to pre-fill the SD cards with music tracks through your PC. This ensures you immediately have music from the Lisa player after installing it at a customer's location. Updating tracks through the internet, of course, is very well supported by Claudio as well. Another aspect which can not be configured from the platform is the proxy. In case your customer uses a proxy server, you need to configure your Lisa player with the correct proxy settings in advance, else you don't have a connection between your Lisa player and Claudio. Once you have installed your players at your customer's location, you want to be able to answer support questions correctly, or even better, see in advance that problems can be expected. Thanks to the advanced monitoring features in Claudio, you are able to see all major events which have happened in the devices up to 30 days ago. It is important to realize that for security reasons, all connections between the Lisa player and Claudio originate at the Lisa player. Because of this, Claudio only can send a command to the Lisa if there is a connection. We have built an intelligent mechanism which is able to send one or more commands to the Lisa player after monitoring messages have arrived at the Claudio platform. Another benefit of the platform is its reliability. Claudio is running in the Amazon cloud, which is the largest in the market and not without reasons. Many network operators of large companies still insist in using fixed IP addresses for external services they use. You can doubt this approach, but you also can embrace it. This is what we have done now. All our Claudio servers have fixed IP addresses. Another important feature to mention is how we monitor the Claudio platform. During the evaluation of our cloud solution the last 11 years, we continuously have solved all kinds of problems which occurred. So we have added a lot of intelligence to prevent problems to happen. As a result of this, most problems are automatically solved. We also are proud on the number of devices which already is using Claudio. More than 10,000 Lisa players already are using this platform, and this number is growing each day. Claudio is meant for customers who only want to manage 10 devices, but it also has been designed to manage 10,000 devices per customer as well. The platform has been designed for very easy scaling, so we are prepared for significant growth. I think to focus as well on our existing and target customer types. The main customers are business music providers. They provide music to hotels, retail chains, restaurants, etc. Another group of customers are retail chains. We have a few large retail chains as a direct customer. The platform is becoming more and more popular at owners of hotel groups. A traditional group of users are distributors of professional audio equipment who use the platform to connect the Lisa players to public radio stations. Now I want to show you the features of the several subscription types we offer. I will start with the basic subscription. The basic subscription is meant for customers who want to connect their own public streams to their Lisa players. I will show you now the main menu items which you can use with your basic subscription. Please note this subscription can be used with all Lisa player editions. The first tab I want to show you is Stream Management. In the overview page, you see the list of streams you are able to add to your players. By clicking on the view icon, you can see the URL of the stream and which player groups are able to use the stream. In this case, accessibility is shared, so this stream can be used in any player group. Below this is shown which players use this stream. So this stream is only used by one player yet. You also have some filter options here. And by pressing on the Assign to Devices button, you are able to add extra devices to this stream. With stream groups, you are able to group a number of streams. I think this is self-explaining. The second menu item I want to show you is Task Schedules. In this account, I only have one schedule with 6 tasks. I will show you. Time synchronization with the player after the schedule is updated in the Lisa from Claudio. Player configuration update each day at midnight. The player is powered off each day at 6 p.m. and the schedule of the player is updated each day at 1 p.m. The player starts playing stream 1 each day from 8 p.m. and the player starts playing a playlist number 2, each day from 1 p.m. Please note the last feature is not fully supported in Claudio Basic, because Claudio Basic does not support playing of music from the card. This feature is fully supported in Claudio Ultimate. In this menu you also can see which players use this schedule. As you can see, I have 2 players assigned to this schedule. Now we go to the players menu. First you see all the players which are available in the overview page. As the basic subscription doesn't support the monitoring feature, you are not able to see the status of each player here. For this feature you need the Claudio Extended or Claudio Ultimate subscription, but you have all possibilities to configure the player. We will have a closer look at this feature now. So we select here, for example, the first player and go to the first tab, which is the General Settings tab. This tab shows you all relevant information about the player. You also see here which platform and resources it uses. The Stream Presets page shows which streams are used by the player. You also can assign stream to this player and even create a new stream. I will assign here one radio station to the player. The monitoring and control page shows inactive, as this feature is not supported in Claudio Basic. The task scheduling page shows the schedule which is used with the player. You can even edit it here. Once you have changed the configuration and or schedule, you should reboot the player to load its configuration. Once you have done this, you will see that the device has retrieved the configuration that is shown here. So in this sentence, you will see the word not will disappear. In case your customer doesn't pay his bills anymore, or the player is temporarily out of use, you can deactivate it from here by pressing on the deactivate button. Once you want to reuse the player again, just press on the activate button. In the overview page, the inactivated players are shown with a black loop, as you can see here. From the overview page, you also are able to execute group actions. I show you here, like activate or deactivate groups of players and enable or disable software updates. You do this by selecting the required option in the Actions button drop-down menu. The last features I want to mention from this page is the possibility to download a CSV file containing a lot of information about the players. The last feature I want to show you is the possibility to add additional users and or customers to your account. From Claudio, you easily can add users with certain roles. We have defined two account types, regular accounts and master accounts. Regular accounts are limited accounts. Master accounts have full or read-only access to all information. The extended subscription is meant for customers who want to add monitoring and return commands to their devices. With this subscription, you will also have all the features of the basic subscription. The extended subscription can be used with all Lisa player editions. You can assign monitoring per player in the Lisa player menu, as I show you now. You can define here the monitoring interval as well. We recommend 1 minute when you want to learn the players or in case of a problem with a player. Once you know everything about these products, we recommend 15 minutes as the standard interval time. In the monitoring log, you see what has happened with the player. I show you here a monitoring log of a player which I already have some time on the platform, and you see all kind of messages coming along. As you say, I have put the interval time on 1 minute. You see lots of messages appearing. To reduce the number of messages, we recommend to bring it down to 15 minutes. You are also able to filter on events. So for example, I do it here on idle, and let's see what's more here, parsing. So this way you are able to see exactly what has happened when. The history of the log is kept for 30 days. As we have learned that not all customers complain immediately when they have a problem. So you are able to track back problems for a long time, and we have learned this is a very helpful feature. Through the command queue, you will also see in this page, you are able to send one or more commands to the player. You can find all the commands in the Lisa user manual. I hope you will understand that this feature gives you great control over the player. Through the return commands menu, you are able to assign one or more commands to a batch of players. What I select here is the update the list of scheduler task command. When I press on it, I need to select the group of players which need to have this updated schedule. I want to select all the players. As I only have 2 players in the platform, these are selected now, and I press on the assign button. When I go to the overview now and to the player, then I see in the monitoring menu that this command is being scheduled to be sent to the player. The Ultimate subscription is meant for customers who want to use the content storage feature on the Claudio platform, which needs to be used on the Lisa devices. Each Lisa player which has a SD or Ultimate edition can be configured to use Claudio Ultimate. For uploading your content from your PC to Claudio, you need to use an S3 browser program, for example, FileZilla Pro. And what I show you here is my FileZilla Pro, and I see you here my content on Claudio. You see that here on the right hand side. Your content can be music tracks, commercials, announcements and playlists. To enable Claudio Ultimate on the player, we need to go to the Claudio website. For this you need to go to the player menu, to this player for example, to the general settings tab, and you need to enable device portal as content update resource. After you have done this, you can see some extra menus, playlist presets and ads. Let's have a quick look in these menus. In the playlist presets menu, you see all the available playlists in Claudio. You see here the list. It's exactly the same as what you see here on the left hand side. You can assign these from here to your player. For example, this way. And you also are able to create Adsets from the Adsets menu. I show you one here. Claudio has a full graphical interface to create your Adsets. And from here you are able to assign your Adset to your player. And from this menu you also can copy a new adset with this button and create your second adset. From Claudio you are also able to plan announcements. You can do this through the task scheduler. I do this by pressing Add a Task, and I select the Play Announcement task. I select here the announcement I want to play. The announcement should be on the card and it should be played each day at the starting of the midday, and it should be played on each day. Press on Save button and the task is added to the task list. As I want to add this task to all my players, I send a command to all my players to update the task list. I just have shown you how you can do that, and from that moment the scheduler in the listas will be updated and start playing the announcements. In this video I've given you an overview of all the features of Claudio. I've explained the different subscriptions and showed you some screenshots of the Claudio platform. I hope this video attracts you to learn more about using Claudio for your own customers. Thank you for your attention.